that in. And let's do the, is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. Take that one off. Is it that one? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We're gonna go get Riley, and then we'll go to the trailhead. I mean, that's gonna take us a little bit. It's about a 15-minute drive out there, and then probably a 20-minute drive to the trailhead, I would say. Maybe a little more than that. I'd like to go to the far side. Yeah, the far side. Wow, my brakes are getting squeaky. Because I have fleet pads on. Because they were way cheaper. And so they are typically noisier. But they have never been that squeaky. And then I'm hoping tomorrow. What is today? Today's Thursday already? Gosh dang. Yeah, we'll see. The weather's supposed to be halfway decent tomorrow, but I don't think I'll be able to do it tomorrow. But I have to drive the freaking. Oh man, I need to do some inspection and maintenance on my vehicle. I'm pretty. Dang it! I had my freaking thing sitting up in my vest so that it would charge, and I'm guessing that it probably just unhooked the charger because it just fell out of my vest by the thingy, I mean the gimbal. I need to get my oil changed, and so they're probably going to rotate my tires at that time. So I would hate to rotate my tires just to do that later. So I should call today and see if I can get in on Monday to get my oil changed. Andre, lovely day so far. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Still exhausted. Slept pretty good last night, but the last couple of weeks exhausted me, and I slept in today. My friend was supposed to drop off Riley on her way to work, and she said that, oh, I slept in, so can you just come pick her up instead? Well, it's kind of a pain in the ass because they're 15 minutes away in the wrong direction from where we're trying to go. But it was funny because when she texted me, I wasn't awake yet, so it stirred me out of my sleep. And then I saw that she had tried to call too, and I don't have my ringer on. So I woke up in a panic because I was like, oh crap, they were downstairs wanting to drop off the dog. And then I read the text and it was like, oh, but it was panic mode. Oh jeez, my transmission is about to go out in my van, I can tell. Spring is sprung in Germany. I noticed the trees here, because spring doesn't usually it's usually not as good weather as we have right now. This is very unusual. It's what we call a La Nina year. But if it is this nice and the trees start to bud, then we always get like a late March, like cold spell, and winter hits again, and then it kills all the buds and everything, and then the trees are like, I don't know what to do. I noticed I was in Bozeman yesterday, and the trees down there are starting to bud already, and it's like, oh, that's not good. I guess pretty decent weather here. Even the snow we were supposed to get so 2 nights ago, I guess, and yesterday morning, we got barely like a dusting of snow is all. You can tell the high country around us got a bit of snow, but it was just a dusting down here, and it's all melted and dried out already since then. Here as well, up to May. Wow. Here gosh dang it, what'd you drool all over my hand for? That was gross. Like, we could get winter storms here every month of the year. And it's not, like, unusual for us to do it. July, we got like 10 inches of snow, and then because all the trees, you know, had the leaves and everything on their branches, it was like extra weight with that snow, and there was like trees knocked down, branches and everything all over the place. They had to clear up off the streets. You're much further south? We're currently in Helena, Montana, so kind of like, I wouldn't say the middle of the state, but middle of the western part of the state. My dad's family is actually originally from just northeast of Berlin. I mean, technically it's in Poland now, where our family was from. I had intentions when I was in Europe 2 summers ago, because I spent 4 months up there. I was gonna cruise up there to where my family was from. Hey, back up. No, back up. And just ran out of time. I made it into Poland, but I never made it over to Germany. Miss the weather so much in LA. Yeah. Well, I used to in the summertime, like 4 or 5 years ago. Well, it's probably longer than that now. 8 or 9 years ago. Wow. I used to go to LA at least 2 or 3 weekends a month, just because the weather was so nice down there when it was like really cold and snowy here. Why are you stress yawning? Oh, what the heck? My dog is, I don't know what her deal is. Like, we drove down to Bozeman yesterday, and it's like an hour and a half down, hour and a half back, and she had 0 problems of us driving, and now we're not even driving that fast, because we're still, you know, in the city. doing 70 kilometers an hour right now, and she's over here stressing me for no reason. Normally she doesn't like stress yawn unless we're in like big city traffic, like 6 lanes, you know, of freaking 6-lane traffic, like thick traffic. I don't know what her deal is. Around here so that we can actually start running up in the mountains. But that'll be June until that happens. Late May, early June at the earliest. And even then, usually the last half a mile you're going through snow. Like, 'cause I think of like Casey Peak over here, which isn't even that high of a peak. And last year I went there like the end of May, and I was post-holing for the last like half a mile in the snow. Dang, I'm getting so many messages right now. Nah, she just has, I don't know, like she just has times when she just like riding in the vehicle stresses her out. And it makes no sense as to when it happens. Oh, what her and it's mostly because she works herself up. Like she just spirals into it. She'll start to stress out. So then she will like try and climb up onto the dash, and then you barely, like, you just take your foot off the gas and start decelerating, or you have to brake, or you go around a corner, and then she's flailing about because she's off balance, and then that makes her stress out more because now she's getting flung around the frickin' driver's compartment, and it just keeps compounding from there. But now she knows where we're going, so now she's getting all excited. She knows we're going to pick up her friend. Yeah, you know we're going to pick up old Riley dog. Yeah, I know. Get her, load her up. We're not staying. We gotta go get to the trail because I'm getting hungry. It's almost lunchtime. We haven't even ran yet. Oh, I did bring an apple. I forgot I brought an apple to eat. Snack. I'm not gonna get into it now though because she will try and eat my apple when I go get Riley. Contain yourself because you're getting excited. But you got to. her excitement, so she was trying to move my arm to jump up on my lap, and it's like, no, I gotta drive, you weirdo. I love how it's been 2 days since her garbage has been picked up, and she's still got her garbage can out on the street. Weirdo. Okay, I'm gonna go get Riley. Put that somewhere else. My cord gonna reach? Yes, should work. No, I'll be bringing her. Oh, Riley was super excited. So gross. Get your tongue out of my mouth. Hey, Riley, it's okay. She saw another doggo out there, and it's hilarious because she will like if she's behind a fence or in the vehicle or anything like that, she will yeah, so excited. Yeah, she'll like bark and growl, or if we see cows or horses or deer. But then if she's not inside the vehicle or behind a fence or whatever, she's just like, hey, hello. And I'm like, Riley, that is not how you make friends. Like if you growl and bark at them when you're inside something, they don't want to be your friend after you open the door. I think this is a juicy apple. Swallowed the juice wrong. I had to freaking just dump down my throat when I bit down. Traffic, can you stop anytime soon here? Why is there so much traffic all of a sudden? Okay, girls, which trailhead are we going to? I kind of feel like climbing the mountain. You guys want to go to the top of the mountain and back? What do you think, Riley? It's a shorter mountain, so I think from this side, I think we could do it because it's on it's south-facing slope over here, and it's fairly exposed, so I think the trail itself should be melted. Maybe next week we'll go out here to the can see it, and it's like completely dry. And it's like fully exposed to the sun. Now, dropping down and off the other side, it would be still snow-packed and icy, but that might be fun. I'll steal you, Riley, and not let your mama know. Put the key back up here. Ooh. Don't need to lose that. Oh, cows. Okay. Go on your long run tomorrow? I can't go for long runs right now because I raced last Friday at the U.S. 100-mile championships, and I ended up having to call it at 50K because I ended up getting injured. But I went to the doctor, and it was nothing like serious, but I do have to take it easy for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So no long runs for me for a while. But I still gotta get this little butthead out there, or else she is a terror if she doesn't get out and get some exercise. Thought about getting myself because I can bike. The doctor said I can bike as far as I want to, so I might go to the like the used whatever place, like either a thrift store or a pawn shop or something, and see if I can find myself a cheap mountain bike, and then I can ride the mountain bike while you run around on the trails. What do you think of that? It's a relief, yeah. I'm gonna race this weekend. Race. I'm gonna go run in a race with Nahri. This is the one race a year where she can actually join the race. So we're gonna do that, and I'll just go as fast as so I don't hurt anything. That might be doing mostly walking, but we'll see. We should be able to run a pretty slow pace. Last year, she took 5th overall. We were sitting in 3rd, right behind a pro athlete for the longest time, one of the Hoka athletes. And the only reason why we were behind him is because he has a little dog, so the dog can't run as fast. That's the only reason why he was slowed down enough that we were able to hang right with him. But then I because I had run a race, the same race the weekend before, I was pretty tired, and I only made it like 7 miles before I started fading really bad. And by the time we got to the end, 2 other people passed us, so we ended up taking 5th. FKT night. I think it's hard for me to read. More like a fast hike. That's cool. Bike there. It'd be a good warm up to bike. Oh yeah, I know how that is. To go through today. So tomorrow should be less windy. But it is really bad. So hopefully like the wind last night was not as bad as it is right now. And I was able to stream then, so hopefully it's not too bad today. But we still got to get to the trailhead. Yeah, we got another probably 10 minutes of driving. Maybe a little less than that, because we only have like maybe 3 or 4 more lights to go through. Starting to get into some traffic, so now she's stressing me. In her brain, I'm pretty sure she thinks like if we're behind a vehicle, we're going to rear end them, and if a car passes us like in the next lane, then we're going to be sideswiped. Red light up here, so we're getting close to vehicles. Even though I'm slowing down, we're not going to rear end them. She's freaking out about it. It's like, you're going to rear end them. If we're on like a 2-lane highway and there's people coming from the other direction in the other lane, then it's like she thinks we're going to have a head-on collision too. Yeah, you're weird. Sometimes if she starts really freaking out, I just got to put her seatbelt on her, and she does not like that. But if I grab a hold of it, all of a sudden she becomes the best person. She just sits down next to me like, nope, I'm good. I don't need no seatbelt. It's like, yo, you must need that for the other dog, even when there's no other dog in here. Oh yeah, that other dog needs that, not me. turned right onto the road here, and there's 2 lanes. And if you turn right, you're supposed to be in the right-hand lane, which is what I did. And then I turned my turn signal on to get into the left-hand lane, because it's the only lane that goes straight through this light. And the dude behind me, like, just freaking floored it and went straight into the left lane, and had to slam on it, like, damn near rear-ended me when I was changing lanes. It's like, I don't know what the speed limit was only 30 miles an hour right there. Like, I don't know where you think you're going. And there's, like, so many cars in front of us, it's not like you're going to get anywhere. Turn signals, what's that? Yeah. Get off of me. What do you... Riley knows we're heading out to the trailhead. She's already starting to whine a little bit, or do her excited groans. My guess is we'll probably go buy a couple cows or horses or something too, so then she'll start barking. Why are we slowing down? This is a 2-lane road, so somebody's probably turning right, because there's housing developments all around here. Oh, there goes buddy. He wanted to turn right here. Tried to rear end me, and then he floored it to go 100 feet and have to slam on his brakes for a stop sign. Like, that makes a lot of sense, buddy. It's pretty nice out. It's 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Celsius, somewhere around there. 6 degrees. Trying to do public math in my head, do conversions. Through all the traffic of the well, not really the downtown, the city limit area, but there's still a crap load of traffic on this road. Why are we slowing down when the speed limit speeds up? It's like, oh, the speed limit, we can go faster now, I better slow down. Like, he just freaking slammed on his brakes with his turn signal on. Yeah, we're going, don't worry. We'll be there. Your face over here too. We got a ways to go. We still got like 3 miles. Thank you. She knows we're getting close. So she's out here making noises. Yeah, she is very excited. Her mom doesn't get her out very much, so that's why she gets excited when I come and pick her up, because she knows she's getting ready to be able to run around in the outside. Which she can't do a lot because she has like early signs of some hip dysplasia, so she can't. So we can't go really far, but she still is out there having fun. So we'll probably get for maybe 3.5 miles today, like 5-6K. We'll see. I mean, if we make it all the way to the top, it'll be a little bit longer than that, but not a whole lot. They got nice puppers if we see them on the trail. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, you're excited too. Yes, I know. Yeah, you're super excited too, but I gotta drive slow. Oh, don't fall off. Are you excited, Riley? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So excited. Oh, so excited. We're excited. Don't get off the dash. I don't know where you think you're going. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. So excited. Okay. I gotta take that off, and then we're gonna put that on. I still gotta start the overlay though. I didn't want to have the map on when I went to Riley's house, because nobody needs to know where she lives. Okay, let me turn the overlay on. There we go. You want that? You can have it if you want it. No? Hopefully I should be warm enough if I wear my other coat. I'm not going to be moving too hard or too fast since my injured a little bit. But ooh, it's cold on the shady side. Got this? I figured she did. She just didn't want to take it until we were out here. Somebody else is going to show up. Before I can get out the door. 98% on this. Yeah. They might be too friendly.
With other dogs, that's the important part.
I think so. Let's say hi. Oh, let's say hi. Those. And grab a water bottle. Oh, I'm out of water. I get a little bit out. Is there any in here? Swap tanks. At least they're going that way. That's good. Because that's not the way I wanted to go. I might take this. Just because that wind is cold. Let's take that one. Okay, we should be good. Larry's like, what's taking you so long? Might have to put my gloves on. It is windy. Oh, Riley's so happy. She's like just prancing around over here. Let me change cameras. There we go. Okay, you guys ready? I go this way. See if we can get closer to the base of the mountain so it's not as windy. Although the plan was to go to the top of the plateau right here, so it's probably even windier up there. See if we can get ahead of these people because they're probably going to turn left up here. How many times are you going to poop today? She looked at me like, what's it to you? What do you care? Ran by her, so she was feeling pressured to be faster. I gotta put my gloves on because the wind is cold. I do know yesterday, that's probably why last night on our run / walk, she kept finding little trail treats on the side of the road that she was eating. No idea what it was exactly, but most likely it was coyote poop and stuff like that, which is probably why she's having some pooping emergencies. Not really emergencies, but Well, as muddy as this trail is, I'm hoping we're able to climb up this draw. It might be a little too icy for us. It's really steep. They're off to the right. So they just hit the trail junction to head this direction. So we got ahead of them, even though I'm out of breath now. This is only like a 4% uphill grade, but whew, when you're not warmed up, it feels like a 20% grade, which it'll soon be 20% grade. Back when people showed up and like asked if the dog was friendly. And in my brain I was like, of course they're off leash. If they weren't friendly, I wouldn't be letting them wander around. Now we hit the steep part, and this isn't even the steepest part, but it's more than I can run right now. Now, of course, somebody's coming down this trail. This is one of the least used trails, and somebody's coming down this trail. There's only 2 other vehicles out here, and of course, this is the trail they're on. Whew. Oh, geez, it is slippery. Oh. Hello. It's not really icy, is it, in here?
Oh, no, just a little mud.
Okay, cool. Thank you. She got a little corgi. Nahri used to love corgis because she likes to be chased. And since they're herding dogs, you know, they try and herd her. She thinks that they're just chasing her. Okay, girls. I think I have no idea where the other girl's at. I see Riley. I gotta take my sunglasses off. I can't see. Yeah, I was in it. You know that you're home. Whew. Well, it really depends on the trails over here. like there's a well, I mean, really, like the trails, when I was running, because I ran all over Europe, and it's like the trails when I was in Andorra, a lot of those trails made me think of portions here in Montana. Like there's an area of Montana here called the Bob Marshall, and very similar trails. And then when I was training in Chamonix area, like a lot of those trails reminded me of certain areas here in Montana as well, only just not with the backdrop. Nothing compares to that backdrop. Whew. Then you got the trails in California, the famous, what do they call it, California carpet, because those trails are nice and well groomed and soft and more like paths for 4 hours in between. Single tracks don't exist. Whew. Well, this little area here they've been doing a lot of trail work. So there's a lot more single track in this little mountain area here than there used to be. But even then, most of it is still like old mining roads that, you know, are more like a double track now versus a road. But there's still some places here that are just a kind of a gravel road, mostly on the other side. Whew. So I think what we might do, because I'm not going to make it to the top, we might just take and we'll do a little lollipop, and we'll go up on top of this right there, which will only be like maybe 500 feet of vert. Let's see. Goes. Oh yeah, the doggos are having lots of fun. All the smells, Riley loves it. Oh, over to that. Feeling my leg is on that little climb right back there. Plus it is, I mean, well, it's going to be windy no matter what direction we go. If we went to the tall peak, it would be, or taller peak. I think once we got about halfway up, the wind would die down because we'd be in trees and a little more protected, but I don't think my leggies have it in it. Plus, I think that would be too far for Riley. Because I think it's about, I want to say it's like 2.5 miles to the top. So that would be 5 miles total. That's too far for her. This here, I don't even think we'll get to a 5K doing this little lollipop. I think what we're gonna do is, I think we'll go up this way to the left and then come around to the right. Because dropping down off the other side of this is really steep. And I don't think the climb up will be fun. And old Nahri must have heard what we were talking about, our plan, because she's already heading off that direction. So now Riley's gonna follow. Now she's going this way. She's like, oh, we're going that way? No, Riley, we're going this way. Riley, we're going this way. It's like I haven't made it to the junction yet. She's like, oh, sorry. We're heading off that direction. Whew. Now you can get a good view of the valley and one of the reservoirs right there. And that's all wilderness area back there. But I think sometime this week we're gonna go up over here. Is back in there is that road I was talking about, or the trail I was talking about, where it'd be kind of fun to go up in there. Like I said, it looks completely dry. I guarantee the other side is snowy and icy, because it's, yeah, I'm coming. I'm not your mom. You don't have to worry about me. I'm coming. I was just checking. I mention this all the time, but whenever I come up in the mountains like this and I'm looking at the trees, I'm always like, oh, that'd make a good Christmas tree. Oh, that'd make a good Christmas tree. Now, you can't take trees from here. You can up in the other mountains, but just not right here. There's like 2 trees right here, smaller trees. I'm like, oh, those would make great Christmas trees. They're probably, 6 feet tall or so. Nice little Christmas tree for a little apartment. Ooh. Still a little bit of snow here, melting still. I think this was the way to go, because even though I can hear the wind, it's not really hitting us too much. Hopefully this other side over here is not icy. It shouldn't be, because it's on the sunny side, it's on the south side. But if it is icy, it's gonna be a little treacherous going down, because it is steep. One thing we got to do is, on our way back after this, we got to stop Stop by the pet store and grab some food for my little butt head because I forgot to buy it yesterday. Because there's only one place that sells it in Montana, which is, or I should say, sells the big bags in Montana, and that's down in Bozeman. And we were down there yesterday. That was one of the things I was going to do, and I forgot. But if I'm able to get an appointment for an oil change either Monday or Tuesday next week, I can buy a big bag then. So I can buy a small bag today. That should be enough to last until then, I hope. Yes, the forest is Christmas tree growing areas. Christmas tree plantations. We do have a few of those here in Montana, usually over on the west, the far western side, because it gets more, they get more precipitation, more rain over there. Over here we're in the rain shadow, so it's considered a high alpine desert. We don't get a lot of rain over here. So like this tree here is maybe 8 inches taller than me, so 6.5 feet tall. I'm 6 foot, so almost 7 feet tall, I guess. And that's probably been growing for 20 years. Because we don't get a lot of rain. These taller trees, they're probably 50 to 60 years old. Really big ones, which are far and few, because we do have fires here every now and then. And I mean, over on this side, there's quite a few still. There's definitely some 100-year-old trees. Like this guy right here is probably 100 years old. It's about 30 feet tall. Same with this one right here. Critter, looks like a deer. Looks like a deer got must have died or something. Ooh, just looking over into the Helena proper. See the entire city. It's not a big city. Like between, I think, because the extent of the city is like, well, that's not even part of the city. That's just housing developments. But that's the city right there. But even like this whole valley, which is like, there's a lot of housing up here. Like the entire city might be like, and the valley, maybe 35,000 people as well. Once we get on top of that ridge, just down behind us where we came up, there's a section there that might be windier, but there you are. Riley's just hanging out behind me. Already found a piece of the deer hide. I used it to tie It is supposed to be, it definitely feels it, like 70, 80 kilometer winds, or kilometer an hour winds. I can't imagine what it is up on the higher peaks. Pushing 100, 120 miles an hour winds, I would guess. Now that we're a little bit lower, the wind should be a lot better. Although we're going to turn to the right here and go straight into the wind, which will be low enough that the wind won't be too bad. All right, they're going this way. Why are there vehicle tracks here? That is strange. There's no driving in here. That is full on, like somebody drove up here in their truck. That does not make any sense. You love his podcast? Yeah, his podcasts are cool. Oh yeah, we're going this way. Nahri knows. Follow Nahri. And we got a little open area here, so the wind will be a little bit bad, but we'll get back up here into the trees and be okay. About a month ago I was gone, I was down in Arizona, but they had 170 kilometer an hour winds blowing through here and blew down a lot of trees. There's a couple up here that are still green, even though they've been blown over for over a month now. So at least the roots are still at least providing a little bit of water in them. Like this guy right here. He got blown over. I wish you wouldn't eat that. That's gross. Yeah. That's gross. It's gross. If I was to tell her to drop it, it's about a 50% chance that she would. The other 50% chance then will make her, because then she'll be like, I'm not supposed to have this, and she will take off and run away from me. I don't want that to happen. So, can you drop it? It's like, nope. The audacity of you to ask that question. Okay, well, there's this little draw up here as we climb back up to the ridge line, and the signal is a little spotty because we're kind of, I think there's only one cell tower currently that we can see, which is over in this area, and once we get over here we can't even see it. So oh man, it's nice in here with no wind. Like my face was frozen being up in that wind, and now it's like I'm actually warm. There's a chance she's going to lose interest in that chunk of dead deer that she has in her mouth. I mean, it's just the hide, so it's not like anything bad, but it'll still probably give her a tummy ache. Which is why she's having issues today. Freaking weirdo. But if she doesn't lose interest, then it's going to be a fight between me and her, getting her back in the vehicle. My guess is that's typically she loses interest. Where does that go? Where does this go? Hey, girls, let's go see where this goes. Other than the deer, I do see some deer track. It doesn't really go anywhere. I mean, the other trail that we're going to is right over here, so we can just go cross country over to it. So that, I think, was just a game trail. I don't know where else it would go. No other trails. I don't know. I mean, the other trail, because now the trail is actually higher than us. Let's see if we can get back into signal. What are we at? 2.4 kilometers. So maybe we'll try and, no, we're not going to go up that other trail. I was going to say maybe we'll try and go up this other trail, but we will be, I thought we were going on an adventure. I've been on these trails thousands of times. She must have found the little mouse or... Whew, this is definitely where I said the signal was going to be spotty. It's going to come and go. As we climb this ridge. Maybe we'll do Yeah, this will actually work out, and then we can do the rest of the lower loop. I'll give us a little bit extra because this is only going to be, so that might put us to 5K if we go the other way. Okay. I need to buy some dental sticks when we go to the pet store as well. Maybe some jerky treats. Good if we do like longer efforts. And by longer, not necessarily mileage, but time-wise. Once we get to like that 5-hour mark, then I like to partway through give Nahri a few jerky treats so that she doesn't get too tired. But she can go 50K pretty easy anymore. Like her distance PR is over 50K that we did last summer. And I don't think I brought any treats for her during that. And that ended up being about 7.5 hours we were gone. And had like, what, 6,000 feet of bird or so? Maybe a little more than that. I think I had to give her some of my stuff because whatever I use for trail snacks, I always make sure that she could eat them if she needed to as well. Like I have some peanut butter stroop waffles that I take. Riley's like, I'm trying to block the wind with my body. Riley's like, ooh, this wind is blowing right up my bunghole. This is where I said it was going to get windy, and it is. It's really good windy. What shoes am I wearing? I'm currently wearing the Hoka Challenger 7s, I think. They're not the newest model. They're the one before that. They're kind of a good hybrid type of trail shoe. I mean, they're not super aggressive, so I would never take them on like really super steep techie trail, but for something like this they do okay. I don't want to wear down other shoes on something like this. And I didn't know how muddy the trails were going to be, and so I don't care if I get these shoes super muddy. And we're right back where we came up at. Down on the lower loop, we'll finish that lower loop as well. Take this easy though, because that one lady was correct. The trail's muddy. I don't want to slide down on my butt, break my coccyx. Otherwise known as your tailbone. So we'll just take our time, it's okay. I have stuff I want to get done this afternoon, but we got time. Figure out what I'm gonna have for lunch. I got lots of good stuff for lunch, but all I want to have is stuff that that isn't for lunch. Things that I definitely don't need because I'm trying to lose some weight. At least 20 pounds heavier. Where's somebody coming up the trail? I don't see anybody. For my 200-mile race in October, I gained like 25 pounds after that, and I haven't been eating horrible, but I definitely haven't been eating the best, and so I've been struggling to lose any of that, and I lost maybe 5 pounds. I'm still just not happy, and I could tell, like, my race last weekend, that extra weight was tough. Decathlon has a lot of good trail runners. For serious stuff, I wear mostly Ultra and New Balance. I do have a pair of Ultras. I'm not a zero drop kind of guy. I've tried to wear them. I do have a pair because of my job, I get free shoes all the time. So I have a pair of Ultras, and I wear those when I'm just like walking around or whatever, because they're quite comfy. Like these Hoka shoes that I got here, I got for free a couple years ago. I have like 4 other pairs of Hokas that I got for free. 2 pairs of the Mafate Speed 4s. I got the newer Challengers of these, which I think is the Challenger 8s. I was supposed to get the new Speed Goats a couple weekends ago when I was working at Black Canyon, but somebody stole my shoes, even though my name was on the box. Somebody was like, "Oh, free shoes." And then, got those Ultras. Got a free pair of some North Face. I love those shoes. Those shoes are awesome. And then I usually get some apparel and stuff too. Now for road shoes, I love my New Balance Rebel. What is the version? V5s now? I love those things. I mean, I've been using them since V3. But most of my other shoes are Brooks. I have quite a few pairs of Brooks shoes because I used to get those for free because I was on one of their competitive sub-elite teams. So I used to get free or highly discounted, which is practically free, Brooks shoes. So I still got the original Catamounts I put studs on the bottom, so I use those for if it's like a little bit icy out and stuff. I know I got the Catamount 2s. You love the Ultra Spirits Wild with gaiters. They're perfect for you. Nice. Yeah, free shoes is super awesome. I know I got the Catamount 2s. I like those shoes. I got the Catamount Gilles. I got those for free. I actually got to see those before they were even out and try them out when I was at over in Europe for UTMB. And then I have the Cascadia 18s, not the newest Cascadia. I'm actually really super excited for the Brooks Cascadia Elites. I've heard nothing but good things about those shoes. I think they come out in April for the general public. March or April, I'll have to look and see. I'm definitely gonna get a pair of those, and those have an integrated gaiter in them. And then I have like the newest Calderas. I like them a lot. The old Calderas I didn't like very much because they didn't fit my foot weird. Oh, we're going this way. We're gonna finish the rest of this loop. Trying to remember what other trail shoes I have. Like, I have quite a few road shoes still, because I don't go through them very much. So I have a pair of the Brooks Hyperion Tempos, New Balance Super Cup or Super Trainer V2s, whatever that big long name is. What else do I have? Oh, Saucony Speed 5s, Saucony Speed 3s, Saucony Endorphin Elite, whatever shoe that one was. The 2, I think. Brooks Hyperion Elite. I think I have the first one and the second one. Still, because I just don't use them enough to really put a lot of miles on them. And those I got discounted. Like most of my road shoes is I would get at a huge discount, or sometimes even sent to me for free because I was doing a lot of shoe reviews. And so I would get shoes for free. But oh man, it feels nice to be out of that wind. Anymore though, I love, like, Hoka's really good about it. I get, when I'm working races where they're the main sponsor, I get like some of their really nice running shirts or running shorts, or some of my favorite stuff is like a pair of their sweats that are like, they're my go-to, like, just comfy pants. Yeah, those things are nice. Oh, I have a pair of the craft shoes that I got for free last fall for working Mammoth Trail Fest. One of the videographers there, they gave me a free pair of craft shoes, like the Craft Ultra, not the Ultra Pros, but the Ultra 2 maybe. And I like those shoes a lot. They're nice shoes. And then the coat I'm wearing right now is a craft coat too, which is pretty nice. But I got this coat for racing Mammoth 200, so. And then I have a voucher for free John G gear that I got for winning the Bozeman Burrito League. So I got to do that. I should do that today. And then I have something else as well. I have a free voucher for a race that I got during that as well. I might use that. Whew. And then what else? And it is nice getting free stuff, but we don't make enough money doing what we do. We don't, as videographers, for the organization that we work for, we, do it at third half-day rate. So kind of, even though I say it's free stuff, it's really just to offset the fact that they don't pay us as much as they know they should. So they're just trying to keep us happy and keep us around. So most of us, we do it knowing we're not going to get paid as much, just because we love doing it. Trail out here is a little bit muddy, but not near as bad. It's not sloppy muddy, since it's fully exposed to the sun and everything. It's more just soft than sticky. This is like a sandy clay, maybe. Not really clay, but definitely more sandy than anything. Here's where we were at. We were up on top of that. Cut out completely? Oh, jeez. Whew. Can't wait to get up into those mountains. That'll be at the earliest, probably June, to get to the top. So much snow up there. Which is weird, because like all the rest of the mountains around here, just gets however much they get, but for whatever reason, those mountains right there get 3 or 4 times as much snow as all around here. Should probably plug the camera in. I don't know if we'll be back before the battery dies. I gotta remember to take this inside and charge it. My little power brick that I carry around, because it's almost dead. Antelope or some deer or something up there. Must be something up there. Maybe a coyote. We'll run this a little bit. It's all downhill right here. I mean, we're gonna go back uphill for a little bit over here, but it's that 3-4% grade again, so not anything super steep. I mean, technically I'm not supposed to be running at all. But I don't really consider this running. I'm sure my doctor would disagree, but I don't think sprinting. It's more of a easy jog. As we say in the US. Instead of pronouncing it as jog, we pronounce the J as a Y. It's an easy jog. Oh, that's nice. Wow, these shoes are about on their last. My outsole is coming off finally on these shoes, so might be time to throw these ones away. So I was like, do I got something stuck on the bottom of my shoe? Oh no, it's the outsole, the rubber coming off. Which is too bad, because I mean they're still, I mean the lugs aren't like super high still, but still enough that I can still use these on a trail like this. I don't know, maybe I'll just take the razor knife and cut that portion off. We'll see. Oh, it is freaking nice out here when we're out of that wind. It is supposed to die down a little bit throughout the day, but this is still pretty early, so I wouldn't think it would be dying down yet. I think we're just out of the wind. But there's not enough trees around here to, like, it's not blowing on tops of the trees, so I don't know. Maybe the wind is dying down. And we're far enough away from the mountain over here that I can't hear anything coming off the top. Well, we only got maybe another, maybe a quarter of a mile left. We're just about to hit 5K. What does my phone say? 4.6? My watch disagrees with that. Probably 4.7 is when my watch is going to say 5K. We'll just take it slow, let the doggos enjoy themselves. Hi, Riley. Hello, sweet girl. Hi. So much more than the West Coast. I mean, the West Coast is nice, but I'm a big fan of the mountain region. Which would be like Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah. what we call the Mountain West. I mean, they have mountains on the West Coast too. You got the Pacific Coast Range, you got the Sierra Nevadas, which are freaking phenomenal. Like, I do love that region. And then up, you got the all the mountains up in Washington as well. You know, the Coastal Range and everything. The Olympics and North Cascades are pretty freaking sweet. But the reason why I love these mountains so much is because you can see so far. Those mountains are like thick forests, so that you don't get to see anything. I love these areas, the area out here. You can just see for 100 miles. Saw a bit of Arizona and Colorado, but not much, and only from the car. Yeah. Like, tough part with, I love Arizona. And they do have some really good mountains, but you can only utilize them for like 3 weeks in the fall and 3 weeks in the springtime, because any other time of the year, like in the winter, they get snow on them, so you can't climb them because they're too dangerous, because they're really rugged. And then in the summertime it's just too freaking hot, and because they're so rugged, then it's like, you know, there's no water sources, so it's like you can't really enjoy them other than a few select times of the year. And there's other areas of Arizona that you can, like, I love up by the Grand Canyon, especially like the North Kaibab Plateau area, but it's all flat. It's not, but you're in some nice trees and it's usually cooler and all that. Or down by Flagstaff, you know, that whole area is usually cooler, but it's mostly flat other than, you know, Mount Humphreys right outside of Flagstaff. But that's one mountain I would get bored. That's one nice thing about Montana is within a couple hours I can be exploring. Even growing up here, within a couple hours of here, there's areas I've still never explored. Mostly because it's so remote to get to, but going, Riley? There's our van over there. We gotta go this way and then hang a right. We're not too far away. And according to the phone sat, we just hit 5K. The watch says we hit 5K a quarter of a mile ago. So we will be just over, I said a quarter mile back there. It'll be just over a quarter mile by the time we get back. It's about a perfect distance for Riley. Like, depending, I might have to go do something else with a little butthead here. But I think I'll take Riley back to my place, and these two might play for a little bit, which would be nice, because then we'll get out some of her extra energy. Because for her, if you do anything less than 10 miles a day, she gets a little wound up. And that's why even when I'm not training for something, I'm usually doing, like, you know, 6 miles in the morning, 6-7 miles, and then do another 5K at night right before bed, just to get her her wore out. Didn't notice it. Speaking of views, well, the last time we made it to the top of the big mountain, which is this one, or the bigger mountain peak right here, which is still not super high, like maybe like 5,800 feet, I think. But when you look off this direction, you can actually see the Bridger Mountains, which is right outside of Bozeman. And Bozeman's, well, I mean, straight line distance, Bozeman's probably 70 miles from here. 65, 70, somewhere around there. Like driving is like 85 miles or something. So it's probably closer to 60 miles, I guess. And I never noticed you could do that. It just seems weird to me. I got big plans for this summer once the snow on the big peaks around or the high peaks, I should say, around Montana. It's a little less. There's a lot of mountains that I want to do that I haven't done yet. There's one that me and her tried to do 2 years ago when she was still pretty little, and we ended up having to turn around. We couldn't drive to the trailhead, so we ended up having to park 3 miles from the trailhead. So that's an extra 10K right there, extra 6 miles. And so it was a little too far for her, and the trail, like we found the trailhead, and the trail only exists for like half a mile and then it disappears. So you're like route finding the rest of the way until you get up on the ridge, I guess, from what I could tell doing a little internet research afterwards. So there's that and some other areas that I want to hit. So got a big year planned. We're just gonna have some fun, do some exploring. Okay, I need to remember to take that in. Oh, I need to take that in too. Okay, ready, load up. Load up, jump up. There you go, good girl. She's like, oh man, I'm not done yet. That's what she would say. She's like, we haven't finished exploring. Huh, we haven't finished exploring, have we? No. No, hello. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, well that's gonna be it. I will see you guys tomorrow. So bye everyone, love y'all. Thanks for the conversations. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time.